I take my work seriously. I don't say, can't do that, won't do that. I've never thought in that way about work. There's a conscious decision to everything I do. A secret is a secret in my mind. Being on your own would be sad, sick, and weird. I don't trust myself. I need that balance. I know it's surprising, but there is a generation of people who haven't seen a Bond movie. They have no idea what it is. I want to entertain them as much as anyone else. I have to be myself. The idea of regretting not doing this seemed insane to me. Sitting in the corner at a bar at age 60 saying, I could have been Bond. Buy me a drink. That's the saddest place I could be. At least now at 60 I can say, I was Bond. Now buy me a drink. When you read a novel, your own imagery is the most important. It's what makes reading such a wonderful thing. You get used to the rejection, and you don't take it personally. About Bond movies, I've loved every single second of these movies, and especially this one because I've gotten up every morning, and I've had the chance to work with you guys, and that has been one of the greatest honors of my life. My own role models are people who have a moral compass, people who have the courage of their convictions, great journalists, writers, artists. Don't confuse role models with heroes. I've always loved to dress up a bit and show off. It's not like I was trying to be sexy, but I had to get fit because I had to be able to do stunts. Also, I wanted that if Bond took his clothes off, he looked like a man who did what he did, which was kill people for a living. I thought the only way to do that was to work out and get fit and buff, and get physically into shape. At some point, life starts to pass you by and becomes about avoidance. I want to stay clear from that situation, because I don't like that. I have never played a role in which someone's dark side shouldn't be explored. I stopped worrying about being desired a long time ago. I love that my friends are all freaks. There's always going to be someone with a bigger toy than yours. Anybody can leap off a building. You need to impress me, outwit me, compete with me. Go ahead, knock yourself out. I have no problem with that at all. Even the worst Bond movies, there's something to love about them. I used to think the press was a necessary evil, and now I don't think it is. I think it's something you choose. As a kid, I kind of spent my life being amazed by being tricked. I love being tricked. I still love it today. My mother gave me a real kick toward cooking, which was that if I wanted to eat, I'd better know how to do it myself. It's a huge challenge, a huge responsibility. Bond is a huge iconic figure in movie history. These opportunities don't come along very often, so I thought, why not? He knows that you have ability, and what he does is he manipulates it and sort of empowers you. I've always retained my privacy, but now I protect it even more. As soon as someone tells me, "You're rather sexy," I wish I could disappear. If somebody says, "You were voted the world's sexiest man," I have no idea what that means. How do I respond? Thank you is the best you can do. George Clooney is the world's sexiest man anyway. I just think that the collective experience of going to see a film is something you can't recreate. I genuinely believe that if you want to get in the film business, get in the film business. I don't care about how much other actors get. I want people to treat me as normally as they can. Anybody who doesn't, I feel awkward with. Sometimes shooting on a smaller scale, as long as things don't blow out of proportion, is very liberating. Suits are looked at more now as a business thing, which is kind of a shame. If you're not wearing it just for work, you should try and trick it up a bit. I know what I like in other actors. Truth, that's the best. It makes you say, okay, I'll go with you on this. Things need shaking up politically, culturally. I like going to the gym every day because I'm in physiotherapy every day. The genuine truth, and I do think about this a lot, is that I'm one of the least competitive people you'll ever meet, except with myself. You've got to live your life. You've got to enjoy it. I know in my life there's stuff that will come back because I haven't dealt with it, and it's the same with everybody. I'm potentially worth a lot of money, but I've got to go and make something that's worth a lot of money. I don't care what other people are doing. I'm definitely not satisfied about my career. I don't know how you can be. It's the very nature of things. I've always reverted to a sense of childhood just in everyday life. The truth is, I don't have any problem with journalists. I count some of them as friends. Also, some of my heroes are journalists. I'm a big fan of Robert Fisk. Great people or crazy people who are prepared to stand up for what's right. When you're making movies, you've got to get obsessive. I find it very easy playing Bond. I think he's hilarious. He gets himself into some extraordinarily funny situations. I'm obsessive enough about getting fit, it's ridiculous. I'm 40 now, and I've got to stop doing it soon. I have to start getting fat and old.